A generation must become angry. A generation must become angry. I won't be told the story of God until I leave this world. I won't be told. John said that which was from the beginning, which we heard, but we got tired of hearing others tell us about him. So we handled him, we touched him, we engaged him for ourselves. A point must come as a Christian. Thank God for my pastor. He's a good preacher, but I must find this God for myself. I must touch him for myself. I must hear him for myself. I'm tired of a prophet telling me, thus saith the Lord. Let a prophet tell me what God told me. The voice of a prophet should become a confirmation. I will hear him for myself. We keep shouting fake prophet, fake prophet. The reason they are fake prophets is because they are fake Christians. How many prophets do you see lying in ministers' conference? They know they can't lie there. All of us engage God. The reason a fake prophet can come lie to people is because he knows they don't care about God. They care about what God gives. If a prophet meets those who care about God, he knows he can't lie. Because when you talk, we will tell you, which source are you communicating from? We know that frequency. We too can tune into that antenna. What frequency are you operating for? Which God is saying what you are saying? And you will discover that when genuine Christians rise, the fake prophets will stop. You call for miracle service, see the crowd. But call for prayer meeting. Is that a generation that won't have fake prophets? You know, messages like this can't be taught. It's a body. It's a body. You find Christians who should be the light of the world begging God because they have no relationship with him. It's only when there is crisis they are trying to seek God's face on an emergency basis. Those who are purposeful in their pursuit of God, they are locked on to their altars. You can find them there. I read about Abraham, I almost wept. You never trace where his tents were, but the altars of Abraham never die. That means his altars were his most formidable structures. The tent can get lost, but the altar remains. So that many generations can come back and they find the altar. Imagine what will happen if our children come back and they can trace the altars where we prayed. Even when the house is old, when they enter the room where you encounter God, the pillar of his presence will still be standing. And the God of the fathers will become the God of the children. No heritage in the spirit. Because we don't have people who seek God with purpose. Number 3, what does it mean to seek God with purpose? Commitment to the study of the word. You want to find out how God thinks. You want to find out what God says concerning situations. It's so pathetic in our generation that even areas where we have crisis, we can't trace God's thought on the matter. You ask a young man, you ask a young woman, he or she wants to get married. What did God say about marriage? He knows nothing. Meanwhile, this thing is written in black and white, but he can't find it because he doesn't care what God says. Most of us have read many books, but the Bible, no. So we know what the philosophers of the world have said, but we don't know what our God said or is saying because we are not seekers of God. This is why I pity people when they begin all this new creation stuff, raising weak Christians that have no standing in the spirit. In 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 13, it says, until I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and to doctrine. Give attendance. Give attendance. Verse 15, it says, give thyself wholly to these things, that thy profiting may be made manifest to all. Give attendance. Where is the generation that will give attendance?